Hello friends, so today I was playing chess in the morning and I had a really interesting game with a slightly better rated player. So I wanted to just go through the game because I lost the game, but it was very interesting at the end, and there were some interesting maneuvers. So going back to the game. So this is the game that I played with WVD7 DB74. My rating went below a little because I was kind of playing recklessly. Sometimes I just play for fun. So the game starts. I play black. So he plays e4. And then I play e5, then he plays his knight f3, attacks my pawn at e5, then I play c5, and then he also plays c4. We are doing same sort of attack here. Then I am also bringing my knight c6 to protect my pawn here, and then he castles immediately, and then I play h5. My goal is to basically bring this pawn here to block the move of the knight. This I typically like, typically block the knight here, then maybe bring my queen at f6 and then g6 and then attack with the bishop at c. So he also pushes his pawn at h3. Then I am basically opening my bishop to attack this pawn here at h3. Then he just attacks my bishop here at c5. At the same time he opens this bishop that he has at c1. So I don't take any chance. I also go attacking mode, and then I take the pawn. Now I actually want, at this moment I wanted him to take my knight with his knight, so that these two places this place I can immediately move here at h4 with my queen. So he actually takes it. So what I expected from him, he actually did it. Then I immediately take it. So then he basically brings his queen at f3. So he threatens me checkmate, because if he brings his queen at f7, that means I will be checkmated. Now typically I could bring my queen here at f6, but what do I do instead? Because if I do that, it's possible that he can take my queen, but I actually want to keep attacking on this side, so I don't want to lose the queen at this point. So he basically threatens my pawn here by playing c3. I immediately take it. The idea is to open this diagonal path, and then he basically activates his knight of b1, brings to c3. So basically I just pushed my pawn from c7 to c6 to basically block the knight move here, a potential knight move here. Now basically he attacks my bishop here, sort of tries to close the attack on this diagonal. He plays at e3. Now I bring my knight at f6, he takes my bishop, so he wants to open this file so that he can attack with the rook. So I take the bishop. Okay, he attacks my knight. So here this is a tricky move, and that's why I think I probably found this game interesting. Typically I don't I had a lot of options. Typically you don't take your knight to the boundaries here because it's sort of far away. Also, as you can see, he can now this pawn at h5 is unprotected. Well, I mean, if he takes it, I can actually pin him down because I can bring my knight back here, but that, or I can bring my knight here because at g5, because that's protected by my queen here at e7. No, but I cannot do that because my rook is not protected here. So actually maybe it's a bad move, but no, I remember why I did it. I did it because I wanted to open this file here. If he would have taken this, even if I would have lost the pawn, that would open this attacking line here, that maybe I could take this pawn here with my bishop, and then also my knight is here. I can bring the knight here, I can activate the queen somehow. So he did not take it. So basically I take it immediately. So at this point maybe I gave up my castling, meaning like I have no intention to castle. I actually don't do castling that much like other people do. Okay, now he takes it. So what do I do now? This game gets interesting because now you will see I am just running away. So I move my king to d8. Then he attacks with the rook there at d1. Then I move to c7. Then he attacks me with his queen again at e5. Then I am just running away. I am just going to b6. Then he attacks with his knight, and you see I am running again. So that's like a consecutive 5 king move. So to a5, that's like 5, right? a5, b6, c7, d8. Yeah, 4 king move. That is very, very risky. So now it gets interesting. Now, because I was thinking he actually could have checked me here. If he would have checked me here, then I would have to come back here, but then he could check me again here, so it would have been a repetition. So he probably did not want to have any repetition, so he brings his knight back again. Now I find some way, so I just block this bishop to have these two positions for my king to move. Then he brings his bishop back. Then I protect this pawn here with my a6, bringing my bishop to a6. Now I don't exactly know what he was trying to do, but that's probably not. Anyway, so then I bring I'm now basically guarding my king, so I am creating my fortress there. And now he attacks this pawn here. Now I basically bring my rook to c8 to protect that. Now he bring his pawn here at b4 to attack this. So I don't do anything. I could have taken that, but I did not. I actually wanted to create a fortress there. So even if he takes it, I just go down with my king. So you'll see what happens. So he takes it. Now I bring my king to b7. Now he basically threatens to take this pawn because he already has this queen here at e5. So what I do is I basically say that I also double up. If he takes it, he's gonna lose both his rook. I will be up by a rook if we do a queen exchange here. Now he brings another rook here. That's why he opened that file in the first place earlier, and I just block it. Now it becomes interesting. So he takes it like this. This is where I think I paused a little. So what should I do? So I basically take it with this pawn at c6 to I bring it to d5, and then he checks me. I just take it with my rook, threatening a rook exchange. He takes with the rook, I take it with this. Now he threatens kind of like yeah, he could take this pawn now. I am under check, so I will lose my queen here. So this is a really interesting move I played. I did not know about it, but I found it eventually. So I took it. Now he cannot check me from anywhere. Now his knight is pinned here, because if he moves his knight, I will be under check, but I can take his rook here at c1. On the other hand, I'm also threatening to push my pawn, and he has no way to check me. And if he checks me, he can only check me with this rook, but that rook is under attack. So now he basically brings his queen up here, sort of tries to, even if so he basically protects both his rook and knight with this by bringing his queen to e3. Now what do? I continue attacking the pawn here. I may have a better, yeah, so I think that was a mistake of me. Maybe I should have brought my king here and then continue moving. But anyway, so I'm under check now, so I go there. So now you see he just went for a queen exchange. So I probably shouldn't have let him done that. So otherwise I would probably this move probably determined the fate of the game, at least time wise. Then we do the queen exchange here. He threatens the pawn. Now he made a mistake. I think he made a mistake. He loses this knight, and I become so happy that most likely I'm gonna win this game. But I was below time at that time. I don't know, I played bunch of mistakes here, so I don't know why I did it. I should have protected the rook, bringing to a8, protect this. Instead, I don't know, this is a dumb move, but anyway. So he brings that, then I make another mistake. I don't know why, instead of protecting this or bringing it here, I don't know why I played this rook move. He just takes another one. Maybe we were both under time pressure, so we were just playing irrationally. But then I check him, he brings that, then I bring the rook here. Now I play some good moves here after doing some bad moves. So he brings here, then I just bring it here. Now I actually pin this pawn here. He probably should have played his king to g3, but he just did not realize the pin there. I just take the advantage of it. He brings it now, then I just check him. Now he loses his rook. Now I am suddenly better than him. Now this is a game for me, but I am like almost 10 seconds and he's like 15 or 16 seconds. So basically, as you can see, I just push my pawn here, pawn to d2, then e3. I have a queen, I am below like one. I think I'm only 5 second. He's like 15 second. So now I lost by time because I did not move my pieces fast enough. But I lost this game by time. We both made some mistakes, not significant ones. I don't think we did any blunders, big blunders, but it was a very interesting game and I thought to share. Thank you. Hope you guys liked it. Have a good day.